New shortage just dropped. Xbox consoles are finally returning to store shelves, but now Microsoft confirms a shortage on new controllers for the systems.
And we got a first look at a newly announced game that has quickly become one of my most anticipated titles coming yet. We've got all this news and so much more right now on Gaming News Weekly. Gaming News Weekly is back. The best weekly video game news show is back on your computer, on your TV, in your ears, wherever you are taking us inside of you. That's what we're calling that. Every single Monday, we bring you the biggest news in the video game industry. My name is E-Rock the Red. I am joined by Full Clip. What's happening, buddy? How you doing today?
Just chill. It's been a nice chill week. Can't complain about anything.
All right, that's good. I like that. Chill, no complaints. That's the best we could get in these trying times.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Yeah, I have a few complaints, but I'm not going to air them to our adoring public. We're gonna leave that for the next podcast we do, where we just complain about everything.
Oh yeah, Gaming Complaints Weekly.
Yeah, exactly. You've been playing anything in your chill week?
You know, I haven't really gotten into anything new this week. Really just focusing on that Call of Duty grind. I need to get it done.
Oh man, it's are you getting closer to releasing the much looked forward to video of all the golds popping?
Yeah, the past 3 are ready. I just need to do all the editing and everything like that.
Can't wait. I'm very much looking forward to it. We got to announce it. We got to have a big to do about the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great. And then finally, when you do get that, whatever, it's I know atomic
yeah, that's right.
Yellow. It's going to be, we're going to have a whole celebration.
Oh, we'll have
It's going to be a whole extra episode just where we celebrate and drink champagne.
But yeah, hopefully it doesn't drag on to like Modern Warfare 2 times, because I want to play the new game.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's pressure. It's a lot of pressure, but I think you could do it. I have faith in you.
Hopefully so. What'd you get into?
So I've been playing a lot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. It's like my kid's like favorite video game right now, so we just play through that. He doesn't he doesn't help too much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he helps a little bit. There gets to be times where he's just up in the corner of the screen, just like attacking nothing. And I'm like, what are you, just attacking the air? And then he's like, yeah, but I'm doing a real good job. But it's so much fun, dude. It's such a throwback to those old beat 'em ups. And I'm looking forward to replaying it again with, I think when I unlock Casey Jones, I'll probably play again with him. He was always one of my faves. And then I just been playing Miles Morales, the Spider-Man game, and that is just the perfect game for what I'm feeling right now, where I just want to complete things. It's got a great story, great action, but on top of that, like I could just go if I want to play for a half hour and just swing around and find items in the world, like caches that are hidden.
Oh yeah,
that's all I could do. You know, it's great. I don't even have to like do any fighting or anything. I just swing around. So yeah.
So does it feel like it fits sort of the world of the movie?
It's a really well done world. Like both the original Spider-Man and this, it's like New York City, and it's done really, really well. Like you could go to, a lot of the places, and like it's all fleshed out really beautifully. So
nice.
Definitely a very cool game. So yeah, that's been about it. And then I'm looking forward to playing one of the new GamePass games, Naraka. That game, I downloaded it today. I'm going to play it after we leave here. It's nice. We'll talk about it later in the news. So shall we get to it?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Let's start with our new releases from last week. First up, Sonic Origins came out for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, XX, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This came out June 23rd. It's got Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD, all newly HDified and with all these unlockables. Now you could collect coins throughout the game and unlock new stuff in the game. It's got 2 modes, Classic and Anniversary mode. Now the Classic is just the classic game that you remember. You have a set amount of lives, and then the Anniversary mode, I guess it's bigger screen and unlimited lives, and you can just play through it. So, were you a Sonic guy? We talked about this before. You were not. You were a Mario guy, right?
Team Mario.
Yeah, me too. You have any love for the little blue hedgehog?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, I didn't really play it back in the day, so it's
I know it always creates dissension once it comes up. But yeah, I hated Sonic games, dude. Well, now I would like to try this one or any one now that I'm more, I'm better at gaming. But when I was a kid, when these games were out, dude, I was so bad at them. I would try to go fast, gotta go fast. And then I would turn into a little ball and I would hit a spiky thing and all my coins would shoot out and I wouldn't go anywhere. And there was never that flow. You see on the commercials or whatever, and it's that flow. You're going around the thing, and it's like 100 miles per hour. I could never get that. Yeah. So maybe I should try it again.
Maybe it's worth it. Here's your chance.
Yeah, we'll see. Next up, AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. How's that for a title? It's a beautiful title.
When I saw this on our list, I had no idea where to start with that.
Yeah. I don't recognize a single one of those words except Nirvana, and it is not about the band. This came out for the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It came out June 24th. This is a sequel to another game titled AI, the Somnium Files. And what it is, it's like you have to solve these murders. It's one of those, Japanese crime-solving, adventure, puzzle-solving games that Danganronpa and there's been a bunch of them. But this one, I just wanted to include it because of the reviews. Right now it's at 86 on Metacritic. The previous game was considered to be a cult classic when it came out. No one expected a sequel, but we finally get a sequel. And yeah, you just solve the murders of there's a serial killer and he cuts people in half and you have to solve what's happening.
Yeah, it looked pretty dialogue heavy from the trailer.
Exactly. Yeah, it's one of those where you're just trying to get clues, piece things together, a lot of puzzles, and, solve these murders. It's set in 2 different time zones. There's one that's set in 6 years in the past and one that's set in present day. And the stories intertwine. I guess the idea, the story behind it is very well done. And then the hook, you can go into people's dreams to get more clues and more information. So if any of that at all sounds interesting to anybody, AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative, out right now. Next up, Capcom Fighting Collection for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Hang on, I have a list. So it's got 10 fighting games on there. Classic Capcom fighting games, and they are Darkstalkers and Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior, The Lord of Vampire, Vampire Hunter 2, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior 2, The Lord of the Vampire. No, wait a minute. These are all different games with the exact same title for all of them. I don't understand. Red Earth, Cyberbots, Full Metal Madness, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, and Hyper Street Fighter 2. What's this do for you?
I feel like this is one like Sonic where if you're into it, you're really into it, and you already know exactly what you're getting there. And that's probably why I saw some reviews that were all pretty positive. People kind of excited about it.
Good reviews, yeah. So 2 of those Darkstalkers games have never been released in North America. So right there, if you're a Darkstalkers fan, bam, you're getting this game. So it's got a gallery of official art, music player with 100 tracks, and more. So if you like those classic Capcom fighters, then Capcom Fighting Collection, this is your moment. Darkstalkers, Vampire Party 3, Electric Boogaloo. And then last up, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes for the Nintendo Switch came out June 24th. This is a hack and slash action role-playing game. The trailer looks crazy. What I've seen of it, there's like, you're attacking like 100 people at once, doing like these insane combos, getting like a 2,000 hit combo on these people. It looks like a lot of fun. Now, this is part of a series, Fire Emblem series. This is actually a spin-off of the previous game, Three Houses. And it's just like this huge action game with big combos and tons of moves. You could choose from 3 different characters. I think one is a bow, one is a sword. I don't know. But the trailer looks intense. So, you ever play these Fire Emblem games?
I have not. I've always heard of them, being one of the big titles on the Switch, and there aren't usually a lot of big titles for that.
No.
But yeah, it's one I've seen a lot, but never actually got to try.
Yeah, I've played one of them that it was out before. I don't remember what it was called, but it was not like this. It was more of a strategy game, like a tactics style fighter. It was not a hack and slash action game like this, but this game looks fun. Reminds me a lot of like Dynasty Warriors, kind of like that feel, where there's just huge waves of enemies coming at you, and it's like really like over the top style of fighting. So yeah, that one's at an 80 right now on Metacritic. So looks good. Fire Emblem fans, rejoice! You got a good game. All right, and that's it. A bunch of niche new release games. Something for everyone? Probably not. Something for some people? Definitely. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about our news of the week. All right, first up, we got to look at the next batch of games coming to Game Pass in June. So, they are Shadowrun Trilogy, available right now on cloud and console. I've never played any of the Shadowrun games. Have you?
No, I haven't.
No. I've been reading about them, trying to determine if I want to play them. And what they are, they're like role-playing games, similar to like a tabletop role-playing game style. And I guess they're beloved. Like, everybody loves these Shadowrun games. They're cyberpunk in nature. And then, it's just they're very in-depth role-playing games. I don't know if that's what I'm in the mood for right now, but
let's say
I choose to.
I liked the description of the game, like the whole cyberpunk thing. I'd love to play a game that's really good at making that world again. Yeah. But then I saw the trailer and I saw that it's like the 3/4 top-down view, and it kind of killed it for me and made me not want to check it out.
Yeah, I feel like you, knowing like what you're into, I feel like you would probably ultimately get really roped into these games and probably fall in love with them.
I think so.
Just because, like, there is that it's very cyberpunky, and I guess the world is amazing, like the world that they've built for these games. And then considering that the amount of input you have into, whatever decisions you make and how it rolls out, it sounds pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that amount of commitment just yet.
Yeah.
Another game available now, Total War 3 Kingdoms, out on the PC. This is a, one of those strategy kingdom builder games. And FIFA 22 console PC. A lot of people have been waiting for this one. It was kind of like announced. It was kind of leaked like a while back that FIFA was coming to Game Pass. Every month people are like, where's FIFA? Where's FIFA? It's finally here. Get your soccer shoes on and get out there and kick the ball. Don't touch it with your hands unless you're the goalie. Those are the 2 things I know about soccer.
Oh, yeah.
And then we talked about earlier, Naraka Blade Point came out for cloud, console, and PC. This one, it's been out on PC. This is the first time on console, and it's like a parkour battle royale style game with powers.
Oh, yeah. Looked wild.
I don't know. Yeah, the trailer looks awesome. I'm absolutely excited to try it as soon as we finish up here. I'm going to go check it out and see how bad I am. That's usually the first thing I do with these games.
Do you remember that movie back in the day, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
So this sort of reminds me of that, but like with a lot cooler, like magical effects, particle effects, things like that.
Oh yeah, that's initially as soon as I saw it, like we saw it they announced in the Xbox showcase that we talked about, and I wrote it off. I was like, I don't know what this game is. It doesn't look. And then when I read more about it and saw because they just showed us more of like a cinematic look, and I'm like, oh, here we go, another one of these. But then I was reading about it, I was like, okay, this game sounds pretty dope. So excited to try that. And then Far Cry 5 comes out July 1st, cloud, console, and PC. This is another one we talked about it before. I know we have the Far Cry series. I've never played any of them.
Oh, I'm excited about this one because I have played like 2 days worth of Far Cry 4, one of those, or Primal, one of those.
Okay.
But Far Cry 5 is like set in rural America somewhere. It's got some cult stuff going on. I think this came out a little before the 2020 election, so there's some real life bleed in, I think.
There you go.
Looks pretty interesting, so I'm looking forward to trying that one.
Yeah. I think this is finally the time I try a Far Cry game. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then before that, we didn't announce it. It just kind of popped up on Game Pass. A game called Omari. It's a story based. I really don't know what it is. It's got a really cool graphical style, but it's more of just a narrative story game. So yeah, some good games to round out June. Some big ones with FIFA, Naraka, and then Far Cry. So and then leaving Game Pass this month, FIFA 20, Jurassic World Evolution, Last Stop, and MotoGP 20 are all leaving at the end of the month. So get your time in on Jurassic World Evolution. We still can.
I believe Jurassic World Evolution 2 was one that we saw last time is coming to Game Pass soon.
Yes. Yeah, that's another one I want to try. It looks really cool. But again, it's so detailed. I can't just swing around and just do nothing for a Spider-Man. But Spider-Man Evolution, where I get to build Spider-Man worlds, now we're talking. But no, I'll check out Jurassic. You gonna? Did you see the new Jurassic Park movie? Yeah,
actually, just a week or so ago.
You saw it?
Yep.
Did we talk about it?
I don't think so.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It pulled in the cast from the original movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is supposed to be the last of this new trilogy, and it sort of does feel like it caps things off well.
Good. I hope so. I hope they're done with it. I mean, I enjoy them every time they're out, but they're definitely bastardizing the entire thing now. It's just it's not as nice as it used to be. But I'm looking forward to seeing this next one. So, no spoilers. Go check out Jurassic Park. All right. That's it for our Game Pass games coming June. All right, let's move on, shall we? All right. We came to an end on the console shortages, right? It's
Getting
done.
there.
We've moved on. We've moved on. We can find Xboxes and PlayStation 5s in every Best Buy, corner store, Kmart, TJ Maxx. They're everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
What you can't find now is Xbox controllers. This is the new shortage. So, according to, people in the world, they can't find Xbox. We don't have this issue in the U.S. It seems like right now it's more of a European thing, where France, UK, Germany, the Netherlands are just saying you can't. There's a waiting period. You got to wait a month before you can get an Xbox controller, and it's due to supply disruptions, world stuff. Yeah. So it just you can't win.
Yeah, so there are actually some reports of scalping going on, which means that
really
could carry over. As this news spreads, that could carry over to the U.S. market as well.
Yeah, so a Microsoft spokesperson did say, "We know it may be hard finding Xbox wireless controllers right now due to supply disruptions. We're working as fast as possible with our manufacturing and retail partners to improve this. Please check with your local retailer for availability." So, yeah, maybe we should just start buying them up and being part of the problem.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
start scalping those joints.
Yeah, and so I'm a little confused about what the shortage part is. I never found a clear answer on that. Trying to look into the issue,
It's the
but
B button.
it must be. They say supplier issues, which I mean, it might not be related at all to the chip shortage that was causing the console shortages earlier this year and last year. But I mean, there are a lot of things on the shelves right now. It's sort of hit and miss. Uh, I mean, like you can't find Alfredo sauce for half of the past 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny the amount of stuff like even like so my cats, I have two cats. They're very picky eaters. And like just going into a store, dude, the cat food section, there's not been cat food on the shelves in like a year. Over a
Yeah.
year, So it's weird the stuff that's out there. But think about how excited Mad Cats are right now. Everybody's just buying Mad Cats
Oh yeah.
controllers. Not related to my cats. My cats are also
Oh.
Mad Cats. I saw the confusion in your eyes when I made that transition. And
Well,
it
I was
not
thinking,
intended.
wait, controllers, or is that the off-brand cat food?
Yeah, no, the controllers.
It would lead to Mad Cats. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a thought in my head as I was saying that, and I did not transition well. And I apologize to our viewers and to you. But yeah, dude, are there still third-party controllers for the next-gen consoles? Or is that not a thing anymore?
I'm not sure. Like, you don't see as many. I know Nintendo Switch. There's a ton of like Power A brand
Yeah.
controllers.
Oh, a
They
ton
sell
of
those,
those
and
ones.
everywhere they sell the regular ones too, though.
But I guess yeah, definitely with the PlayStation 5 controllers, there's so much in them that makes them what they are that I don't think you replicate them. I don't think you could, the haptic, the triggers, the touchpad. Like I don't know how well that's getting replicated in a third party thing, but maybe now we'll start with the lack of Xbox One, so we'll start seeing, some new third party controllers popping up. But never fear. Through a very coincidental but timely announcement, Xbox Cloud Gaming is getting mouse and keyboard support. So it's coming. It's coming soon. I don't know how many cloud gamers. To me, mouse and keyboard, they're all about that perfection. Everything is it's the being able to have that perfect click and the mouse movements. So like it doesn't, to me, the cloud is still a little clunky to try to worry so much about mouse and keyboard. But
Yeah.
there seems to be a demand for it. So the engineers at Microsoft were saying Xbox has been supporting keyboard and mouse for a few years now, and we're working on adding it to streaming for PC users. But you can start adding it to your game right now, and your console, keyboard, and mouse users will appreciate it. Now, this is being said to the devs. It will light up in streaming once we've finished adding it. So the backbone for it is there. They just got to add it in, and it'll be available to those who want it. So. I know you've transitioned. You're moving to be a mouse and keyboard guy. Do you prefer it?
Playing Call of Duty, I do a little bit because it feels like you have more freedom. The way my friend told me back in the day, the difference is when you have a mouse and you're aiming, you're moving the mouse or the reticle to the place you want to shoot. Whereas when you have a controller, you're moving that joystick and waiting for it to get there. Mm-hmm. And I completely understand that. And you can sometimes, once you get used to playing on PC, you can see footage of people playing on console with their controller, and you can kind of tell that there's a lag going on. So I completely understand it when it comes to this latency-ridden cloud platform thing. Yeah.
So in addition to this announcement, they also said that they're increasing the latency. They're not increasing latency. They're improving upon the latency through new features. So what they're saying is they're hoping to eliminate much of it. I mean, obviously you're not going to do it all, but you know, it should be getting better, which is a complaint that I had previously when talking about the cloud gaming, is that like there were parts where it would just kind of, you know, maybe like buffer or stutter a little bit. So, but yeah, any improvements to that for the XCloud services, obviously it's a good thing. So hopefully they can really nail it. Have you, you still have the Game Pass, right?
Yeah, but I do not have Game Pass Ultimate.
Okay.
Just PC Game Pass.
Yeah, since I bought my Xbox, I haven't tried the cloud at all. Maybe I'll mess around with it later to see if it's improved much at all. But yeah, it's I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks, so maybe I'll take my backbone and see how that does. All right, is that it for Xbox? I think we covered all the goodies coming out of that. Let's talk about a new game called Hyenas. This is by the team behind Alien Isolation and Halo Wars 2. It's a new, fast-paced PvPvE first-person shooter, and it looks amazing. It instantly, as soon as I watched this trailer, it instantly moved up to like one of my most anticipated games. It looks so original and so fun and so crazy. So we'll go through a little bit of what it's about, what you see in this trailer. So it's these anti-heroes, and they're stealing from like the most mega rich people. And what they're stealing are like now that, so Earth has been eradicated, they're on like Mars or something. So like these treasures that are worth the most are just like regular, like run-of-the-mill things, like a Rubik's Cube or like a Walkman or something like that. And like your goal in it is to steal the treasures and have the most loot by the end of the game. And now there's 5 teams of 3 that are competing against one another, but they're also competing against the house, the vault. There is like traps and things that try to stop you from getting these treasures. And that's where the VE comes in. So, yeah, security, sensors, switches, interactive systems, and gadgets all are trying to stop you from stealing stuff from these ships. Yeah, man, I'm so excited for this. At one point there's certain parts of the ship that don't have gravity. So like all of a sudden you'll go into an area and there's no gravity, but you could have like mag boots, and like you'd be able to walk through there. You could like find the way to switch the gravity back on or turn gravity off through switches throughout the world. It looks like it's going to be just insanity.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah, from the trailer, it actually got me hyped as well. You know, I was going to swear that it was by like the makers of Team Fortress or something, given the class system and the look of the people. But it's also got like vibes of Fortnite. It's kind of over the top, cartoony in certain ways, but it's also realistic. But it seemed pretty cool. Yeah,
I like the cartoony nature of it. Yeah, definitely got it. That keeps it like Fortnite. But yeah, some more information. A quote from the developer said, "We didn't want to make a battle royale, but we wanted to take that idea of creating this unpredictable, chaotic space where players would find this new gameplay, find new tactics, and ultimately find new player stories." So, I mean, just looking at the trailer, it's going to be, I mean, the amount of like clips and stuff that we're going to be seeing on YouTube and Twitch and you know, TikTok, Fruit Lab, everywhere, you know, we're going to be, it's because you can do cool shit in this world. It looks like, you know, it's gonna be interesting kills and battles. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Let me see some more information, but yeah, so here it is. So they said, so you'll be stealing anything from Rubik's Cube and Sony Walkman tape decks to Sonic statues, Green Army Men. They even say that you could end up looting the first album you ever bought, and promises you'll see lots of different pop culture IPs represented in the game. So that's really cool. If like you're just going through and there's just like you know, I don't know, like a McDonald's Happy Meal, and you got to steal it.
So who exactly is behind this? Do we know? Because I know like Sega is one, because they had a Sonic the Hedgehog keychain kind of floating across the screen in the trailer.
Yeah, Sega, and then Creative Assembly. They're the people behind the that Alien Isolation game and stuff. So yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There's not much more. Like it's going. There's no like release date or anything or any other announcements. So might have even said 2023, but it's going to be out on Xbox, PlayStation, and then PC via Steam and Epic Game Store. But oh, one other thing, they did go through some of the heroes in the game. So there's the Pro, a classic style bank robber with a shotgun, deployable turret, and a President Nixon mask. Commander Wright is an astronaut with a foam gun that can quickly create barricades, cover, and climbing platforms. Doc Hotfix is a gamer who believes he's a character in a game and thus offers some fourth wall breaking commentary. And then a few other characters can be seen but have yet to be detailed. So, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a fun take on this style of game.
Yeah. Now, do you think that it's going to be a free to play, or maybe?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I tried to find information about it. I couldn't find anything. So it does kind of have that look. I mean, like not even like that look. Like it's cheap. It doesn't look cheap or anything, but kind of like Apex Legends. It kind of gives me a vibe like that, you know?
Yeah, I think it could be very successful if it is a free to play and they mostly make money off of like skins or.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely that game that could fit like skins and being a little bit, you know, like the President Nixon mask and like stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, now it's like, George Washington.
Yeah, just having like random stuff like Fortnite. How they just have, I mean, you just see Spider-Man running around with Scooby-Doo or whatever.
Oh, yeah, now you're the Rock.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have more on that as it develops. But yeah, I'm definitely hyped to see more about what the heck this game actually is going to be. All right, we got a couple updates on some Switch games. First up, No Man's Sky is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. I feel like No Man's Sky is becoming like the new Skyrim. It's just everywhere. It's coming out on everything. But yeah, October 7th, there's going to be a digital and a physical release. The question, I guess, that I have, that a lot of people have. So No Man's Sky, the entirety of it is procedurally generated. It's all, you know, built around the power of whatever is processing it. Does Nintendo Switch have that kind of power that they could create these worlds and not have to, you know, leave anything behind?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I guess that comes down to the way that it's actually done, because I think when you enter into a new solar system, you only have 3 or 4 planets, maybe like a moon or something on that. And as you go down, there's procedural generation, but I'm not sure if it's generated by the person playing or if that's like all server side. I'd assume it's server side. But the big question I have is like, you know, when this game is broken, it's still very broken is the bad thing. So like I've only played it on PS4 so far, but even then on a PS4, when you go to a planet, you might fall through the ground randomly, or you might build a base and then your section of base that was underground is now filled with ground again, and you just can't get down there.
Yeah. I played it a bunch fairly recently because my kid got really into going and exploring, and just like we didn't play the actual game. We did it on like whatever mode it is, where you could just go around. You don't have to get resources.
Like free play or something.
Yeah. And it was just finding, he liked to find all the different creatures and stuff like that. And even then, man, I talked him out of like playing it anymore. I would fall asleep while I was playing it because like it just was boring. It was just like, I mean, my fault. Like I took away a lot of the objectives, so it was boring. I get that. I'm not blaming the game for that. But like we would find the excitement of finding a new creature wasn't there because they all looked very similar. So what was promised to us, still, I know it came a long way, and we talked about it when they showed the trailer for the PSVR 2 version of the game, and it looks like an entirely different game. There's mechs and battles and stuff like that, but I've never gotten to see any of that. But I don't know. If anybody out there has played it and has had great experiences, let us know what we're missing. And then also there was a surprise direct for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They showed a 3.5-minute trailer. It's more of a cinematic trailer, but it showed new characters, story. You know, it's the tragic story of these these characters that only live 10 years and they die in battle. But they did also talk about there's an expansion pass that is expected to come with this, and then amiibo support to get some cool in-game items with your amiibos. And this comes July 29th. Is this a game you've ever played? Any of the Xenoblade games?
No. It's another one of those series where I've always seen it but never played
Exactly. Yeah. Again, yeah, it's one of the big ones for the Nintendo consoles. And yeah, I've never played it either. A friend of mine who's really into JRPGs loves it. Like, loves those games. And yeah, so I know he's really excited. But yeah, just I haven't, I never got into those ones. All right. And next up, everybody's favorite part of Gaming News Weekly, PC Corner with Full Clip.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to you here. Let's give us a little rundown. We're talking about Epic and their take on crossplay and how they want to build it into all these games. What are your take on this?
So Epic is trying to release the tools for developers right now focused on PC to make it so much easier to go cross-platform. Because even on PC, if you buy a game on Epic Game Store, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can easily play with people who bought the same game on Steam. So it leads to some frustrating times. Yeah, and then throw GOG, throw Origin, throw Xbox Game Store, things like that into the mix. We've got a lot of different launchers, a lot of different ways to buy the game. So what Epic wants to do is create this kit so that your Epic account can run sort of as a proxy, as I understand it, for all these other launchers. So it's very, very easy for you to be able to find your friends no matter what platform they bought it through. And this is just the beginning where they're focusing on PC because they say console will be coming soon. So we'll have PC console crossplay and also mobile for games where that's available.
Nice. Yeah. It's insane to me that like you can't play a PC game that was bought in one store with people that bought it in another store. That's insane. I'm glad they're focusing on this and getting that taken care of.
It's generally getting better, but it's not perfect.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's we could look forward to a world where everything is crossplay all the time. Like I know the new Fall Guys, now that it's out everywhere, I've been hearing great things about that crossplay, getting able to get in there and play with people from any console and PC, that sort of thing. So hopefully, it's just a matter of time, especially now that Epic is kind of spearheading this initiative. And then last up, another part of PC Corner. Let's talk about the Steam Summer Sale. It's happening right now, and it's really interesting. This is when I wish I was a PC gamer, when I started watching some of these trailers for the Summer Sale. Have you looked into it?
Yeah, actually, I tried playing like even the little mini game that they've got baked into this year's sale.
Mm-hmm.
You meet a guy named Chlorthax while you're browsing the Steam store. He gives you some hints about these fake games that he's placed within the store. So you use that hint, you go find the fake game and try to visit its page, and you unlock some badges for your Steam profile. And I guess you can use those for other things. I don't know. I'm not really as into Steam.
Yeah, so there's these trading cards that they announced. Now, do you have a Steam library?
Yeah.
So I guess like what you could do, you could go look through your library, and you'll have these trading cards for games that you've purchased or achievements that you've done within the game, and then you can like collect them. And if you unlock a whole set, you get like coupons or like items, and it's such a cool idea that I was like, I want trading cards. But then there's like a market where you can sell the trading cards or trade the trading cards, and I'm like, this is gonna get crazy. So I think it's a really fun idea. I'm excited to see how it takes off, how it's if people get behind it, or if they think it's just a dumb idea. But
Yeah.
I thought it was a clever way of doing it. Now, did you say you found one of these fake games?
Yeah, I found the first couple, but I think there were like 9 or 10 total.
What was one of the titles? Was it obviously fake?
Let's see. One was like Guitar Billionaire. I guess like a little parody of Guitar Hero.
Okay.
But it's something about like the tax man cometh or something.
Okay. So pretty obvious that it's not a real game right off the bat. So that's really cool. Yeah, and in addition to that, the trailers that they put out for both things, specifically the trading card one, where it's just them crushing things with a hydraulic press and a vise. They crush like a Steam Deck. That one really hurt watching that.
Yeah.
But it seems like a fun idea.
Yeah. So then there's the main draw, the Steam summer sale with the real games for sale.
Yeah. I forgot about that
deep discounts. So, I mean, these games are anywhere from like 25 to 80% off, maybe even more in some cases. If it's like one of the cheaper games to begin with, like a $20 game, some of them are maybe $5 right now. So it's a great time to pick up the little ones or the older ones that you've been meaning to play.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Oh, I was just going to name off a couple games, but if you got some that you want to name off,
no, there was just two that I was drawn to. It Takes Two is like 60% off. That was only $16, and then Ghostwire Tokyo, it's like a brand new game, 50% off. It's only $30.
Yeah, there's a couple of things in there like that, and I mean some really good older ones too. Cyberpunk 2077 is like half price.
Yeah,
but you will notice that like where they claim the full price is still like $59, so your 50% off is only getting you down to $30. Where they've had similar deals in the past on things like Cyberpunk 2077, but I mean you've got that, you got the newer God of War. You've got Monster Hunter Rise, FIFA 22, Red Dead Redemption 2, and GTA 5, some older ones you can get back into. And then Sea of Thieves. I feel like that's a game where a lot of people have just kind of put it off, but maybe want to check it out.
Yeah. Now is the time. Deep discount and get you some trading cards, and then trade them, sell them. They even said, like, who knows, you might even get like a really rare trading card that no one else has, and you can sell it for millions of dollars. They didn't say that part about the millions of dollars. I added that part. But who knows? Anything's possible. If NFTs could be a thing and there's pictures of monkeys that are being sold for like millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, why not one of these Steam trading cards?
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to the end of our news segment. Anything we need to add?
I don't think so.
All right. We did it, full clip. We made it through another week of the biggest video game news. How do you feel? Relieved, excited, ready for more? Yeah.
I'm still feeling chill. That was smooth sailing.
I'm glad that we kept a chill vibe right through this whole thing. All right. Well, thanks so much for checking out this latest episode of Gaming News Weekly. You'll find us every single Monday. Fruit Lab. We're on YouTube at Pop Culture Playground. You could find us anywhere podcasts are available. You could listen to us talking about these games. You don't get the cool trailers and the video stuff, but if you're on the go, it's better than nothing. If you do get to the show from Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star review. Give us a little comment on there. Let us know that you loved the show. In addition to that, you can find myself and Full Clip on Fruit Lab posting some fun game clips and that sort of thing. I'm E-Rock the Red. He's Full Clip on there. And also he's on Twitch, _FL. And check out his YouTube page, Game Facts. FAX. Not Game Facts, the other Game Facts. That cease and desist will be there any day now.
I'm sure.
And that's it. Oh, and we're on TikTok. Go check us out on TikTok. Big things are happening. Big things. We're doing TikTok dances.
Oh, yeah.
One of my boobs fell out the other day. It was great. All right. That's it. You ready to go?
Ready.
All right. Let's get out of here. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week